President Trump took a swing at Obamacare, the president signing an executive order to roll back some of the key provisions of the health care law.
So how does Arizona stand to benefit? Will the health insurance marketplace have more options and better plans as promised by the president today? Team 12's Joe Dana is verifying that for us tonight. Joe?
The president says his executive order will result in millions of people having great health care. And he says it will provide relief from the financial costs associated with Obamacare. The State Department of Insurance is just beginning to evaluate how this executive order impacts Arizona. Unable to get Congress to pass repeal and replace, President Trump creates his own response to Obamacare, an executive order intended to loosen the requirements of insurance plans offered by employers.
This order takes first steps to make it easier for businesses to help their workers afford high quality and more flexible health care through reimbursement accounts.
The order would expand access to cheaper, less comprehensive insurance plans and give trade groups and businesses more flexibility to bundle insurance plans for their employees. Many in the business community applauding the president's action today. Among those on board, the National Federation of Independent Business and the National Restaurant Association. Consumer groups and some nonprofits oppose the order, saying it will create more inequality and lead to so-called junk insurance plans. The American Cancer Society saying today's executive order jeopardizes the ability of millions of cancer patients, survivors, and those at risk for the disease from being able to access or afford meaningful health insurance. So, how would Arizona's marketplace be impacted? It's simply too early to tell. The Arizona Department of Insurance tells us whatever impact there may be, they don't believe it'll happen until 2019. Now, we reached out to Democrat Congresswoman Kyrsten Sinema. She says more info is needed on how this could help or hurt Arizonans. Republican Senator Jeff Flake tells us he's glad to see the executive order, calling it an example of applying market principles to health care, specifically praising a provision in the order that allows for competition across state lines. Joe Dana, 12 News.